for coming here today. I was going to ask you a couple of questions. How do you think young people benefit from having the older generation and the diversity here at NOVA?
Well, I think in today's society that things have technologically moved so quickly that when we bring in an older generation, you get a different perspective on how communication used to take place prior. So not only that do you learn communication differences, but you also get a broader perspective from history. And anytime that you can get a bigger view of the world, your understanding increases.
What do you think that Blackboard, or the perks of having Blackboard, is in a student's life?
Well, Blackboard, from my own experience, was amazing because I was able to always follow up quickly on how my results were on papers. I was able to pull my papers off of there. Not only that, resources were always at my fingertips. So even if I forgot something at home, I could pull it off Blackboard while I could sneak into the library and print it out if I needed.
How does the diversity of majors here benefit students?
Oh, I think it's an amazing opportunity, again, to get a larger perspective. Can you imagine sitting in an English class with, an art major, someone who's in biotechnology, somebody who's in vet tech, and writing a paper, and then having to do a peer review on that? Now you're reading possibly about a veterinarian technique while you're grading a paper of a peer. And that opportunity increases your knowledge, which can help you in your field when you go out into the world.
Really appreciate you coming
Nice
out.
meeting you as well.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
What are your expectations for playing at NOVA?
My expectations? Basically the same thing Brian said, move on to a four-year college, to a D1 college. And just help my team.
Why did you choose to play at NOVA?
I chose to play at NOVA because I go to school here, and I just wanted to get back to my school. I also think it's a good transition school so that I can go to a four-year college, and I'm looking to play there.
Okay, how do you feel about NOVA becoming a junior college in the next couple of years?
It actually became a junior college this year, so it actually means that we're not going to have a year of eligibility that we would normally have. But when we go to a D1 college, it might just mean that we just redshirt 1 year and we just don't have that redshirt year. So it adds to the decision-making process.
Okay, that's good. And what are your expectations overall?
My expectations are that we're going to win the state championship again, obviously, and because we're just nice like that.
Okay, thank you.
What is the main reason you believe NOVA is so attractive to both the students and the teachers?
Well, the students, it's the financial transferability of credits and the general convenience of the school. If you want to sum it up, but there's a lot of class offerings.
Why do you think NOVA is so financially appealing to their students?
Some of the reasons I just mentioned. Basically, you're going to pay half the cost you would at somewhere like IT Tech or George Mason. And there's a lot of grant and financial aid ability. You're able to get a lot of those. And you can also go on other different types of payments.
What do you enjoy the most about NOVA?
Well, first off, the students. This is Dan who's interviewing me. And you guys are the reason I continue to do this because it's kind of an intellectual break from my other job. And the faculty and the dean and everybody else here is great. I'm an alumni, and it's kind of nice being back here teaching.
This is my first semester at NOVA. Originally, I had planned on moving to Richmond and going to VCU, but I did not get in, and I decided to come to NOVA instead because they had good prices for their school, and it just seemed like it was the right idea. Since I was going here, I decided that it would be a good idea to get my gen eds out of the way to save money instead of having to do them at a university. And also I've heard that all the gen ed teachers are really good and experienced, so I decided to give it a try, and it's working out really well. Next semester though, I hope to experiment with classes because I am planning on majoring in business, and also since I had to come to NOVA instead, I had time to visit other schools, and I visited James Madison, and I realized that that was the school that I really wanted to go to and not VCU.
The reason I chose NOVA is I cannot afford a university, and NOVA has given me the same opportunity a university gives that.